Hello everybody, welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Um, I figured that we could, like instead of doing a route or something like that, I figured that we could just go around Israel and see the Dead Sea, for example, and just go around the map, like do Jerusalem and stuff like that. So, excuse me. We are gonna be using this Toyota Corolla. It's a pretty nice car. The only thing is that it's still gonna have that truck engine sound, considering that it literally just replaces a truck. So, yeah, at least the horn is real and stuff like that. So, handling is probably still gonna be the same. And man, that is a ton of traffic. Alright, can I not back up? Is there no reverse this? There we go. Handling is gonna be kind of whacked up a little bit. So yeah, just kind of letting you guys know that. Okay, let's just go this way. Yeah. Terrible. This is really whacked up. Really whacked. But there we go. Back at it. Don't need to stop. That is a really low flying plane. Let's get over. This is for exchange for me to drive a car. That's this. Let's not have a good handling line. So, I guess we could start heading towards Tel Aviv. I guess that's where we have to be going anyways, but this is really, kind of really different than what I'm used to, but oh well. So, I mean, I have done this a couple of times. Did a few routes here and there, and actually, let's go back to the map real quick, and then we take off number 1. So that way, we can start heading towards south, towards Beersheba. And we got a toll booth. What did I... Yeah, see, I guess... Yeah, whatever. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's get out here, and, nice little turn on. I don't think I've ever been this way, towards Tel Aviv, because normally I've taken left out of there. And man, look at the Mediterranean Sea, look how beautiful that thing is. This is fantastic. Really beautiful. And actually, Haifa, this is where we're starting out from, is one of the biggest car imports, and I need to get over that would be important. It's one of the biggest car imports and exports out of actually in the world. When I went there to go in the gardens, overlooking on top of Mount, just overlooking the entire, basically not the entire city, but looking over into the Mediterranean Sea, it was a really huge carport. I mean, I've never seen anything like that of any kind of imports or exports. It was amazing. Flowers were really nice, considering that it was also winter, but average temperature in Israel is probably about 78 degrees. It kind of varies sometimes during winters. Occasionally they'll get like snowstorm here and there, but yeah. So on the way, let's see, Jerusalem to the right. Let's just keep going straight, I suppose. Yeah, let's go into Tel Aviv first. Tel Aviv is known as basically not the heart, but it's basically like the nightlife of Israel. You know, if you want to go to clubs, you want to party, Tel Aviv is really the place to go. It is really big at nighttime. Never actually. I went into Tel Aviv, but I didn't party or anything like that. I didn't go into clubs for me. I just stayed at the hotel, and I went on birthright, and yeah, it was really cool. Actually, yeah. It's also there's also like a kind of like an art district where, you know, there's walls and buildings that are purposely vandalized as well. Like nobody really gets in trouble with it, and it's just really amazing to see all the art that was inspired and created. Actually, could have gone to Ashdod, but no. On the way to Jerusalem. Now, if I had also gone during the summer, then I would have swam in the Mediterranean Sea on the beaches of Tel Aviv, Jaffa. Um, but I went during the summer, or excuse me, winter, so it was kind of chilly outside. I mean, it was like 70 degrees, but it was also quite breezy most of the time, so I couldn't really, oh boy, not a good turn there. But I couldn't really, do much while, like, going in the water-wise. So. Down to Jerusalem, Haifa, which also Ashdod is this way, too. Do we have to get off? Yes. Or, no, keep going straight. We'll still pull back around and start heading towards Jerusalem, and then I guess maybe we'll do a route. Oh wait, Asha is in... No man, I thought, man, my geography of Israel kind of got a little bit messed up there for a second. For a second I thought it was the north, not the south. Could have also, I guess I could have also turned right and discovered Rishon, but oh well. Sorry, Discord is still up. I didn't close my apps like I normally do. Never been to Ashdod, actually. It would have been the first. But I did go to the Negev Desert, though, which I'll explain a little bit once we get a little bit closer down to Beersheba. But, I mean, I guess I could have gone from west to south and then back, or excuse me, from the north to the east, south, and west. I could have done the route that we took on when I won a birthright, but and I could have explained everything basically in order from there. But from what we did. As we're making our way down to, sorry, ignore that. As we were making our way down to the Negev Desert here, which I guess practically we are getting really close to be, not already. So, first couple of days when I was on birthright in Israel, we were in the Golan Heights. Went to Mount Bental, shoot, I forgot the name of it. The Bottomless Waterfall. It was really nice, actually, and I had some hand cream that I actually got from like an olive. I want to say an olive factory. It was I had it for quite a while. I don't remember what I did with it. Yeah, it was at one point we were actually 80 miles away from ISIS, so I got to see the Syrian border. Basically where the houses were destroyed was the start of the Syrian border. So yeah, the Gaza Strip is directly ahead. I forgot you can actually see the start of it, but ProMods didn't add that part, so we obviously can't go straight into it. I kind of wish that they would, in the the rest of the Palestinian territories. Kind of wish that they would add that in there, but maybe eventually. But yeah, so it was really nice. Got a picture taken with one of the UN peacekeepers. It was pretty nice, dude, and was also got inside an old military bunker from the Yom Kippur War, I believe. So it's all an old military map that was left in there as well, and it was really fun. Kind of a bit chilly, but fun. And, Shiva. So I think we should be going near the Dead Sea. So I guess what I will be doing is, or at least at some point we should be. So I guess what we'll be doing is that I'll talk about the Negev Desert and Jerusalem, and I guess talk about Tel Aviv a little bit more. So after we left Jerusalem, we went to. Okay, we got some construction going on over here. That's interesting. So we went to the Benidorm tents in the Negev Desert, and that's the first time I've actually ever been in a desert. Actually, let me back that up. 60% of Israel is technically a desert, but they have such great integration systems that you get plants, you get flowers and trees. Like in Jerusalem, for example, because that would technically be considered as a desert, even a little bit further south than that as well. So I found it pretty cool that they had that. I found it pretty cool that they have that type of water system, integration system for the really for the country. It's quite amazing. We'll turn in here, I guess, kind of look at the map real quick. Obviously, we're not going to pick up a trailer because we don't have one. Well, this is interesting. I didn't know that this was even here. Let's see. That would also be nice. There we go. Okay. So, unfortunately, since this thing is kind of misplaced, camera doesn't really go all the way down. So I'm gonna have to try to to market. So we're actually going to go all the way down. All the way down to Elliott, which is literally pretty much the southern part, some city of the country you can even go to. I guess that'll have to work for now. What was to say? Oh wait, I completely lost my train of thought. I forgot exactly what I was saying. Gosh, what was I saying? Anyway, so we got to the Benidorm tents. By the time we got there, it was pretty close to sundown. Sun was just barely up anymore, and you know, there was like a dance floor outside in the desert. Slept in the tents. Obviously, that's what it is called. It was really actually pretty cool. You know, saw camels walking by on the way down there with some people walking next to them. And actually, the next day when we woke up, we got to ride a camel, which was pretty fun, except for they ended up going to the bathroom a lot. Even when they're walking, yeah, it is kind of disgusting, but it was fun. And then we got to go to, oh, that was close. We got to go to the Masada, which about 900 and 930 Jews were killed. There was siege in Masada between 70 to 74 AD or CE. So we went on the Roman ramp to get up there. It was, come on, what are you? No, it's because light is green or red. But it was really cool, and it even kind of rained up going up there a little bit. And even when we got to the top, it started raining again, which is really rare to see some type of rain. Actually, light or not, it was pretty light, but it was really amazing. Oh, red light violation. Come on, what about this dude who's just sitting in the middle of the road? Why are you coming after me for that? Whatever. If we get it again, who cares? Then we go to the very southern tip of Israel. Actually, I think I have some. Do I have music? I kind of forgot how to turn it on. Let's find out. Let's see. Keys and buttons, controls. Nope. I don't work all the main controls. Camera options, other. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Whatever. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Oh, get to the Dead Sea. Here we go. Headlight. Oh, come on. Yeah, they will get you pretty quickly. And as we were making our way to the Dead Sea, after when we were finished with the Masada, we got to the Dead Sea, and let me tell you, that place is literally full of salt. It is the saltiest place in the world, more than the oceans. I think it's also the one of the lowest places on Earth, actually. It is so salty. There's no sand. If you're not swimming in the Dead Sea, surrounding it is literally just salt. It's literally all you'll see. And I didn't go in it because I had a kind of a nasty cut on my pinky finger from a few days before, and you know the cut was still kind of open. So if I had gone swimming in the sea, it would have been burning so bad. And, so I could have just sat out. When I was there, obviously I sat in lawn chairs next to one of the with Gosh, some Israelis that joined us for the trip. But there we go. That's 150 meters. But if I didn't have that cut, man, I most definitely would have gone right in there. And it's really muddy, but it's also really rich in minerals, and it's I think it's really good for your skin actually because of it. We should be able to take the right. Yeah, okay, so after when we make a U-turn, we'll take that turn, and we'll actually go by it. I guess go by part of it, but here we go. It's the Dead Sea, everybody. You're part of the Dead Sea. So if you ever go swimming in there, do not, and I mean do not, try to go under, because if that salt gets in your eyes, then you're practically going to be going blind. Like, before I went over there, I saw a story, and actually a video, about somebody who was recording, taking pictures while she was in the Dead Sea, and you know, she dropped her camera, she tried to go under, she tried to get it, and she just could not do it at all. Like, it was like her eyes were burning so bad, she was not able to do it at all. And she tried reaching for it with her feet, she couldn't pick it up with her feet. Eventually somebody else, I think you had longer legs than she did, got it for her, and she was able to get it back. But unless you want to go blind, do not duck your head under. Just sit there and float, or wipe mud over your body, because really rich in minerals. And I guess the best part of it is, like, if you're worried about like marine animals, you don't have to worry about any of that, because it's literally the saltiest place on Earth. No animal is going to be able to survive in it. No fish, no sharks, no jellyfish. It's literally all just salt, and that's it. But the food was pretty good there too, because they had like a restaurant kind of there as well, a little bit up the road, and the food was pretty good. Let me tell you, it was coming around on point. And then they also had kind of like a piece of salt that was from it, and from the Dead Sea. Although I think most people went straight to the went swimming. I had to get food. I was kind of hungry. But yeah. Oops. This is why I don't like to look around when I'm driving. Because of that reason, I will pretty much start to crash. Continuing southbound. really wish that there would be camels walking around in here. That would be so cool. Another, like, birds. Why is there a sign in the middle of the road? Oh, because this is a construction site. That would be why. No, this is dangerous. You expect that somebody would be there to stop the traffic. At least on one side. Let's see, where are we exactly? If I can remember correctly, there's not really much there, so instead of just going all the way down, we're just going to kind of cut our way across. I know I'm going to be hit, I don't really care. Let's get back on the road. There we go. Let's head back towards, let's head back towards north. I don't think there's really anything else except for just a really small city. And the rest of this is just pretty much going to be an empty desert, which, I mean, in person is really nice to look at. But, you know, in the game, not so much. This is what I'll take. But it's, actually... There we go. Let's do that. That way, we can clear our route. And it's not going to... And then we can update it once we take the right turn instead of going straight. But yeah. And also, back at the Bed and Dorm tents, the dinner there was pretty good too. You know, we had pita bread and meatballs and something else that I didn't really like. But you know, the people that I was with at my table, we were like, more meatballs, and we actually had like 3 or 4 like serving plates of meatballs and pita bread that came to us as well. It was pretty good, but by the time that the last plate came to us, we were all pretty full, and we were like, yeah, I can't eat it. It was pretty good. I mean, I was going through some personal issues, so I wasn't able to, you know, enjoy it as much as I wanted to throughout the whole trip. You know, I made some mistakes, so I was pretty much to myself most of the time. And when we did go into groups for our free time, I was kind of quiet. Didn't really talk until a little bit closer to the end, like the last day or so, in Tel Aviv. So kind of disappointing for me, but you know, I did meet some nice Israelis, and I did keep in touch with some of them. Spoke to one, I think earlier last year, or sometime late last year, and you know, eventually I go back and I want to see them again, but you know, deal with their lives, and you know, Israel's 7 hours ahead of me, so when I'm busy doing stuff, they're probably about to go to sleep or done doing job or work, most likely. And when I get off work and about to go to sleep, they're going to already asleep. So, yeah, by the time I do, it's like 12. No, not 12. It was probably be more like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be pretty late for them, and I wouldn't want them to stay up, or I wouldn't want them to be woken up by me. Not necessarily want to, but you know, they're generally pretty busy, which is understandable. You know, people have lives and stuff like that. It was good to speak to them again, or at least one of them, and actually hear a voice. We sent recorded messages to each other here and there as well, so I was able to hear what she looked like for the first time. How long has it been? Just over 4 years, actually. So I went there in late December 2015. Came back on New Year's Eve. Actually, came back in the afternoon, I believe. But when I got back to the States, got back to New York, I was dead tired. much as I already was. So I think this is the way forward. No, but oh well, we can go this way, I suppose. Start going to Egypt. We don't crash into stuff. Never been this way, so let's go do it. Why not? Yeah, I do apologize about the textures being loaded in at the last second. It's probably one of the definitions that I had to download. It's always something I was missing. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed that on the car door indicator thing on the dashboard. Just noticed that it says that all the doors are open. Which is always not the case. Is this part of Israel? I guess it is. I never even knew that. Didn't even know that this part existed. I almost went by this place so many times. Never really turned much attention to the sign. And that was pretty cool. Hey, what is this? Yeah, let's take a left. I've never been down here before. This is really interesting. It's a hotel. Oh, that lady just kind of insta-popped. Interesting. Well, I guess we can, rest up for the night. Continue on. Oops. So 5:42 in the morning. Oh dang, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally unplugged my controller. Go. Back up. Yeah, okay. So it's just about morning. The sun's coming back up, which is a really nice sunrise over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back on it. So interesting. Never nice to explore this part. I can even get out of here because truck turning and mechanics still left in its car, which would be nice if I can figure out how to do it. Oh boy, that was a terrible turn. That was terrible. Let's see, where exactly are we on the map? Okay, so in this case, it will take you down all the way down. Oh, so yeah. Okay. Now why did I say Egypt? This is Jordan over here. So I guess we can start working our way up to Jerusalem, which is over here. What did I just say something? See something? Okay. So yeah, that works. So on to Jerusalem we go. I know, I was leaning back, so I was hoping I could have leaned back before I crashed into it, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Just give me a second. My computer kind of gets hot. Don't crash. Toll booth. Really cool to see that this is in the game about the toll booths and all. Let's see, stop for inspection. Shalom, Boker Tov. Because I don't really need to do much. So I guess it's not really much of a toll booth, it's just a rolling inspection. Sideways. I'm actually really glad I got this working again, because I did have a problem with it. I guess it was because my mod folder was named incorrectly. So I guess that would be kind of part of the reason for it, but, you know, glad I got it to be working. Actually, fun fact, Israel is actually, I think, the side of New Jersey, so you can literally get from one side of the country to the other, like, in a single day. It's a really small country. Let's go take this left turn. On our way to Jerusalem. Sorry, Jericho. There you go, right by you today. And once we get into Jerusalem, I'll tell you kind of what we did then as well. But until then, I shut up for a little bit as we let's get our way out of the desert. And now try to focus on my driving a little bit more and stop being terrible at it. Yeah, never mind, I didn't realize that Jerusalem was literally right over here. Interesting. Look at that. And really, there's part of, I didn't realize that, part of, actually, the eastern side of Jerusalem was even over here. Which is the start of the Palestinian territories. Boker Tov. So yeah, as we're making our way towards Jerusalem, and that was our exit. I'm gonna try to get by here. Ah, shit. I'm only getting damage. Okay. Wow. Turning is terrible on this thing. There we go. Okay. Back on it. Okay, so now that we're in Jerusalem, you know, Jerusalem, we got to Jerusalem probably about the 4th day, I believe. So, wow, I've never actually been to Jerusalem in here before. That is really interesting that I did. I guess I didn't. Yeah, so now that we're in Jerusalem, I can tell you a little bit about it. So we got to Jerusalem on the 4th day or so, and it was really amazing. Got to see the old city. Spent a couple days in there as well. And a pyramid agency, nice. And actually, on the way to Jerusalem, we stopped at, actually, I think we maybe stopped in Tel Aviv, but regardless, we stopped at shopping center, and, you know, kosher McDonald's, man, that was just, kosher McDonald's was amazing. You can also buy that garage just down here too. You know, the Big American, which is basically like the Big Mac, is so much better kosher wise. And I guess I never really had the Big Mac, but you know, the New York style Big American, it was so good. really wish I could have it again. It's so much better than the McDonald's over here in the U.S. Like better ingredients and in general, better food, better taste. And I think I had it once. Actually, when I was in Jerusalem, the city. Um, I'm pretty sure he did because we had to get back to the hotel. I believe decided to get something. Oh no, we were at the shoot. I forgot. We had a really big shopping mall, and dang it. Sorry, dude. We were at a big shopping mall, and thousands of people, hundreds, maybe thousands of people, and the people that I was with, they wanted sushi, and I don't like sushi, so I decided to walk around and find another place to eat, and time was running out for us to go back to the hotel, so what I did was I just went to Kosher McDonald's and grabbed another New York style Big American, and it was so good. That was my second and last time I've had it. I was really glad I was able to have it one more time. I mean, not a lot of people apparently ate, so they just ended up ordering pizza and they ate in the lobby in the first place. Oh, can't go here? Why? What the heck is going on?